Well, Madam Speaker, they haven't brought an end to the undemocratic practice. As you know now, we are dealing with the largest and worst omnibus bill in our history. And what are the consequences of that? Well, Madam Speaker, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, I've been endeavouring all week on behalf of Canadians to find one simple fact. How many clauses and subclauses are in this piece of legislation? I have asked department officials. I asked the committee. I've asked the parliamentary secretary. None of them have been able to respond to that simple question. How many clauses and subclauses are found in this massive bill? Now, Madam Speaker, this is relevant because the Liberals, I said Conservatives because their behaviour certainly resembles very much Mr. Harper's actions when he was Prime Minister. The Liberals have committed to only 13 hours of legislative scrutiny at the committee level and only a few hours of debate in this House of Commons. So if we are talking about, as some people are estimating, 5,000 clauses and subclauses, Madam Speaker, you can do the math. That means that we get as parliamentarians to scrutinize this legislation, to debate this legislation, to review the legislation, an important part of any parliamentarian's work, to ensure that the legislation actually does what it purports to do, that it isn't full of errors. And we've seen in the past when botched legislation has been sent by the courts, that costs taxpayers tens of millions of dollars when Parliament gets it wrong. Well, Madam Speaker, I've asked repeatedly. I've not gotten a response. However, if we take the estimate of 5,000 clauses and subclauses, the Liberals are giving us 9 seconds per clause or subclause. 9 seconds to review, 9 seconds to hear witnesses, 9 seconds to speak to each of the myriad clauses and subclauses that are in the bill. Madam Speaker, this is absolutely ridiculous, irresponsible, and contemptuous of Parliament and the work that we have to do as parliamentarians.